Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Beckham's Giants going up against Evans's Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Four down.
Throwing on first down is Manning.
They're coming.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Jameis to throw it. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He finds Humphreys, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Ready. Check.
Again, it's Winston. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Winston now. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ready.
Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. For the New York Giants, as their offense comes back out there, last year 3-13, and that was off from just a year being a playoff team at 11-5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11-5 season.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 44, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Set to take over is Tampa Bay's offense. This is a Tampa Bay team, Charles, that in 2017, really, a lot of people's darlings coming into the year, and then they wound up being the only team in the NFC South not to make the playoffs. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Good job.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter.
Tight end left. Ready.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Winston now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go now.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to let this go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. Going for it all. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams, but he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We were all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to
She quit. You good?
Powerful stuff. Oh, let me shut your door.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defensive coordinators will look to their middle linebackers to lead by example in today's matchup. It's Keekly's Panthers going up against Bowman's Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Raiders.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3 down.
On first down, it's Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Two tights. Three down.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Get down.
Throwing on first down is Carr, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, and he finds Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A Raiders first down, Carr hooking up with Cook. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his Carr on third down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Get set. 180.
First down, the run with Lynch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. On second down, Lynch. And some space here. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Set. 180.
Check. 53's Mike.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Let's go,
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Carr throwing on second down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Carr. Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Newton on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up for... And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Jared Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Carr to throw again, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Out to kick is Janikowski. the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may...
No, it said you lost. It's your fault. You won. I don't know, Pat. That's crazy because you were up 10. Not your fault. In my mind, you won.
I don't know.
It's too hot. Let me see what temperature it is. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be too hot. It's 111.
You know why?
111 degrees. Your internet connection is currently not sufficient.
What? Oh. Huh.
It might be your stream. It might be working too hard. Let's see if it works without the stream.
What? Okay. What? Okay. You know what?
Works.
Yeah. Oh.
Who's that?
Really?
That guy?
And
The guy that quit?
yeah. Whatever.
Your dad.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
This is the same guy from last match. The guy you just beat that technically you didn't.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
Carr now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, yeah. What? What?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Get set.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Get down, get down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first.
He quit. You were flying down the field, man.
Nice job, Pat.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Accident? No, that guy just quit. Competing against your dad right now? Well, what? Volume? Well, there's no noise right now. Once the game starts, then you'll hear it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Newton's Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And, oh, he is really laid out that time, knocked flat on his back at the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now Cousins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Cousins to throw it. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Here's Newton. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Steps away to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. That's fielded in the end zone. So Washington coming out for their next drive on offense. He looked back, Charles, in 2017, 7-9 for the Redskins, third place in the NFCs, and missed the playoffs for the fourth time in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they've been just good enough to be in the hunt, but rarely have they gotten over the top, as you noted, missed the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. Offensively, in 2017, their offensive line was a mess. I mean, they were playing guys out of position, third-string guys up from the practice squad, just trying to find some type of continuity that just wasn't there. But flip it over to the defensive side of the ball. Dead last in the NFL in rush defense. I know we pitch it around like crazy in today's NFL, but you've got to stop the run first, and Washington really struggled in that area.
Over 134 yards a game against them. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw is Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
A first down throw for Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's it, baby. That's it.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he's got room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly, 56 yards. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He wasn't ready.
They'll go again with Kelly. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Touchdown, Washington! Jordan Reed, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. 180.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left.
Outside coming. Outside coming.
And a little floater there is incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down. Set. Like 80. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
To throw again. Newton. Floating one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 53's the mark.
Throwing on third down. Newton.
Hey, watch the slant.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so.
And that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Connection lost. Paint the wall. Well, you probably can't paint the wall unless you're the owner. Which means the owner has to do it.
No.
You can't paint a rented house?
Yeah.
You have to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have to notify him.
I don't know.
1.
I don't know.
He quit.
I don't know.
You know that. Yeah, you just gotta let him know. And then he has to say, okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll buy it.
You buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, you buy the paint?
Yeah. Well,
Your mom? Her card? Her work? Her work?
Yeah.
Use it for personal expenses?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Well, they'll see the payment transaction.
What?
What do they do?
Yeah.
They'll probably say, why'd you buy paint?
Nah.
Oh, the manager? Why don't you just buy paint with your own money? It's not that expensive. Ain't not that expensive.
No.
Oh, you to hire it? You're not gonna have your dad do it?
No, on
Fumes.
yeah.
The fumes.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask that.
On
And Courtney can do it.
yeah.
Alright, get this. Ready to lose?
Yeah.
Are you? No. Okay. Okay. Good luck.
I don't need luck. I don't believe in it.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Amari Cooper's Raiders going up against Evans's Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Tight end left. Ready. 3 down.
A first down throw for Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now Jameis on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On third down, it's Barber, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Jameis now on first down.
Square.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal.
Wait. Slam. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. On third down, it's Barber. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead?
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber taking it in. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Strong right. Down. Hey.
On first down, Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Double tight. Hey, here we go. We got 4 down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Carr to throw again. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Watch right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, 52 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys.
He quit or did you quit? You won. go soon.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you want? Want like a donut?
Yeah.